In 1972, when the roads were young and the radios played Merle Haggard songs, the ferry lights faded and the camp bus climbed into cedar country. And another time, beyond SOYN-too-lah, where the old totem poles rise, keeping their watch on the rain-washed skies. There were boys from Port Alberney, men from the coast, old native loggers who knew every cove, and white boys from Vernon with dust on their boots, all chasing the pay that the big timber drew. And the rain came down on everyone the same, on the proud and the lonely, on the wild and the tame, through the weed and the gin and the stories told at night. We were all just passing through beneath the northern lights. Totem poles watched from alert bay shore, older than highways and company stores. The old people smiled and the old people knew the cedar had memories long before we did too. There were sharp words spoken and old lines drawn, but danger has a way of bringing men along. A white hand and a brown hand pulling chokers in the rain, and cursing the same mud and the same damn pain. And nobody cared much where a man had been, if he stood his ground when the whistles blew. For the mountain kept no favorites and the ocean held no blame, and the rain came down on everyone the same. The girls came laughing from hard luck homes, tough as driftwood and mostly alone. They knew the ways of lonely men and how to leave before the hurting began. Saturday nights at Potlatch Hall, country songs echoing off the walls. A follower would promise he'd quit and settle down. A choker man swore he'd buy a place in town, but promises faded with the morning rain, and some girls rode south while others stayed behind. Monday brought the bus and another stand, another crew of dreamers in that wild Northland. A grizzly bear stood mighty where the mountain rivers ran. Eagles spread wide wings above the timberland. Ravens called the morning from the old growth high, and the goats rode the wind beneath the northern sky. And deep in the bunkhouse, when the long day was done, men spoke of the mountains and the battles they'd won, proud of their labor and the strength in their hands, building their futures in that wild northern land. Some men got rich and some men got broke, some men quit and some never spoke. Some lie sleeping beneath simple stones, some still tell stories when the grandchildren come, and young cedars are claiming the tracks we once knew. But old photographs remember those men, not saints or heroes, just souls passing through, doing what they could, like most people do. Now the years roll by like the tides on the Sound, and the camps are gone where the giants came down. But somewhere in the mist, if you listen just right, you can hear